guys, welcome back, EA Fitness 10. I am back after a few weeks of studying and exams and school. I am finally able to do my videos again, which I'm excited. And today, especially, I'm bringing you guys one of the more important factors of our big overall long-term journey to health and fitness. Now, in the first video of this three-part series, I guess, we covered nutrition. Okay, so we talked about nutrition, how it works. It was a very basic intro, but today we're gonna talk about the other factor, active lifestyle, right? But hold on, first, let me get rid of this stool, right? Much better now that I'm standing, right? So, active lifestyle. There is no fancy definition for it. There is no way to describe it. It really is simply what it says. It's your lifestyle. Are you active in it, right? And I think it is one of the most overlooked things in our life. So when people are seeking health and going to the gym and think they're eating right, or maybe they are, they're missing this huge component that can actually help get us to that goal that may be right there, but we're not quite there just because we're neglecting this thing, right? Okay, so as I've mentioned before, we are in a society where we are very sedentary. We sit, we commute to our work or school, we sit at our desk jobs, we sit in class, whatever the case may be. We're very sedentary, we're not getting enough movement, and we think that by going to the gym we're combating this, but that's only a small piece to the larger picture, right? So in order to have a better, improved active lifestyle, we have to really get back to the basics. I would say one of the simplest ways to just have a more active lifestyle or be better is by using the oldest exercise in the book, walking. It's that simple. Maybe you can wake up in the mornings and go for a quick walk. Maybe when you come back from work, you go for a walk. You can go walking around the store instead of knowing that the vegetables are to the right. Maybe you walk all the way around to the left just to get a few more steps in. Maybe you go hiking on weekends. Whatever the case may be, just getting a little more extra walking will be extremely beneficial to you. Not to mention it's a great way to recover from heavy workouts. So, walking, right? It's very important. It's the oldest exercise in the book. But another thing we can do with active lifestyle is just, maybe kayaking, for instance. Okay, so maybe you don't live around the lake. Maybe that's just not your thing. You don't want to be out in the sun. That's fine. But me personally, I like to go kayaking. It gives me something to do on some rest days, and it's fun. It's a good activity. You can go with friends, family, whatever the case, and it'd be a great, fun, enjoyable time. Okay, so walking, kayaking, maybe you find a friend, you find a partner, whoever, and you sign up for some dancing classes. You go out at nights, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and you get more activity, and you're moving around, doing dancing, and that's a great way to keep up with an active lifestyle. So as you guys can see, active lifestyle is not very hard, right? But let's break it down even more. I've been talking about work and class and school, and I'm not the fitness guru guy to tell you to take a Swiss ball to your desk and sit on that instead of a chair or this or that or whatever, okay? Very simply, we can fix up the way we get to that place in just simple steps, okay? So let's say getting to work, okay? You're used to taking the elevator if you're on a really high floor. Well, how about instead of going up the elevator, we take the stairs? Now, don't get me wrong. Maybe you're on the 20th floor and you're in a nice suit and you really don't want to do that much, okay? 20 floors up, fair enough. But maybe you can go up 15 floors and then the other 5, you can just use the stairs. Maybe as your fitness progresses, you do 10 floors and use the stairs for the other 10, right? Something simple like that. Maybe instead of taking your car to the very front of the parking lot, you park at the back, right? You park at the back of the parking lot, and this way you force yourself to get a little more steps in as you get into the office. Now there are those hot summer days where I understand where that might not be the most efficient thing to do or the most fun, but it's something to consider, right? Maybe you combine the parking and the stairs, and now you're getting a whole bunch more exercise outside of the gym, and it's very small things that will impact the greater picture. So we've covered things that maybe you can do on a weekend, things for work. Same thing applies for school, right? If you have a class on the 4th floor, why not just take the stairs? Maybe it's after leg day and you don't want to take the stairs, so you take the elevator. Fair enough, but still, it's still something to keep in mind, something to do. Right? Maybe you even have a pet. When you come back from work, before you go to work, you take your pet for a walk, you take it to the park, you go running with him or her. And it's a great way to get exercise. Maybe you have a turtle, you can't go walk a turtle, but I don't know. Still take it, put it in a fishbowl and go walk with it. I'm only kidding, of course, but you get the idea. So these are very simple things you can do. It's really just about breaking down your everyday and thinking of ways to add a few more steps. Maybe go upstairs, maybe go to a dancing class, go to a Zumba class. Maybe you go to the mall and literally just go walking around, not having to buy anything. You go to the grocery store, and same thing, you don't have to buy anything, but you're just getting in more walking, more exercise. The key here really is to give more to our daily lives, get more activity out of our daily lives so we can get more exercise, so to call. And in the long term, the small things are gonna become bigger, not to mention you're gonna make your body adapted to this more active lifestyle, and it's gonna crave it. As you guys saw, I moved away the stool because I don't like to sit for very long periods of time. I like to be standing, I like to be moving, and I think it's because I've adjusted my body to wanting to be more active, not only in the gym, but outside of it, right? Sometimes I even eat my food standing up. It's fun, right? And that's the key. Whenever you're doing anything, grocery shopping, going to the store, going to work, going to school, going to a park, I don't know, whatever it is, think to yourself, how can I just make this a little more active so that I can gain more from it? That's the big key, right? So guys, we talked about nutrition earlier. You guys can go check that video out. It's a very basic intro, but it'll be a nice little understanding. And then we get to active lifestyle, which is super important because really the gym is just another supplement, really. Back in prehistoric times, they didn't have gyms. They walked all day, every day, and they sprinted because they didn't want to get eaten by the lions or tigers, right? They had to hunt for their food, they had to gather berries and stuff like that. So our ancestors were very active all the time. And of course, with technology and progress, we're shading away from that, which is okay. We need progress in technology, don't get me wrong. But in our battle for health and fitness and functionality, it's not doing us a favor, really. So now we have to think of even more things to do to get back to those things that make us more active, that make us human beings. And it is super important to do these kinds of things, right? Okay. But enough about that. So nutrition, active lifestyle, which means that in the near future, we will be covering proper training. Okay guys, well, I hope this is helpful to some of you. Maybe now you'll start thinking about more ways to get more active and more daily activity or exercise every single day so that you can start feeling better, you can start being healthier. It really is as simple as just going for a walk every day. It really does not get much more difficult than that, right? And over the long term, it's gonna pay off. It's gonna be good for your health, and you'll feel better. Now, I do want to take a quick moment to shout out a couple brands. For one, Interval Band. It is great. I love using it in the gym. It helps me be efficient, use my time more productively, because I don't have to be looking at a clock, looking around, looking at my phone, and maybe getting distracted. This allows me to time my rest time, as well as if I'm doing some sort of cardio or activity that's not the weights or whatnot, I can track my high intensity training with this, and it is so awesome, okay? I love it. I'll leave you guys a link down below so you guys can go check it out and maybe get one for yourselves. And I also want to shout out BXS Gymwear. It's a great company coming out of England. They're sending me stuff and it's awesome. I really like it. The quality of the stuff is great. I think you guys will love it. I love using it, and I will leave a link down there for that, as well as some discount codes for you guys so you can check it out. But that's it for me, EA Fitness 10, and I hope you guys have an active, awesome day.